and we're going to do a little marker cleaning. As I mentioned in another part of this video, there are three basic types of markers that are used or were used in this area over the years. The sandstone and limestone markers were popular up until the Civil War era approximately. There is some overlap of these years, but then approximately from the Civil War to the first couple decades of the 20th century, marble was very popular. And what you see most of in this property is marble markers. And then there are very few here, but from the early 1920ish and on, granite became the marker of choice. Now, one of the probably the biggest things, we're just going to work on this marble marker here today, but the limestone and sandstone markers are much more fragile. So you need to do a careful assessment and make sure that the face of the marker is not in danger of sloughing off. You don't want to brush a marker and have pieces of the face slough off. Granite, on the other hand, is much more forgiving. It's extremely durable, will last several hundred years, and it's much more friendly to say maybe more aggressive brushing and cleaning techniques. Now, cemetery conservators have agreed for several years now that the product of choice is D2. This is the cleaning solution that should be used and no other. Commercially available products that are advertised as good for cleaning markers, and perhaps they are, but looking at the material safety data sheets shows some chemicals in those. The D2 is by far the least invasive. It's a biological cleaner. The vast majority of dirt that are on these markers is biological. So sun and oxygen and that cleaner work wonderfully. It has a slightly basic pH. It's as any product that you might use, it is very important that you read the information on the label. You can download the MSDS for it. I feel as far as personal protective equipment, gloves, nylon neoprene gloves, something like this, and eye goggles such as these. This is what I use. I don't think you need to get into anything more complicated. You are outdoors. You don't want to stand downwind to this when you spray it and have a whole bunch of it go up your nose. But if you do, you're not going to drop dead. It's a reasonably a safe product, but it is a product nonetheless. So I want to be clear about looking at the precautions on the label and disposing of things properly. The general mix rate is 1/2 of the concentrate and 1/2 water. If the marker is really dirty, you can step it up and use it straight, but the cleaner is probably $50 or $60 a gallon, so we try not to waste it. And on that note, I generally only will clean the front of the marker, perhaps the top and sides a little bit, but to me, cleaning a marker is to get the area so that it's more readable and not necessarily try to make this marker look like it was brand new. That's my personal preference. Some folks like to clean the whole thing. I have cleaned some entire markers, but being that we started this conversation on trying to do things on a reasonably limited budget, being a little bit frugal with the product is a good idea. And I'm going to go ahead and start working on this, so I'm going to turn away from the camera a little bit. The camera may move around a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing, but the process I'll start is I'll wet it, then I'll spray the D2 on it, let it sit for a little bit, and then I'll begin brushing. And I'm going to show you the brushes that we normally use. Brush, soft bristles. You can use toothbrushes. You can use brush like this, like a big toothbrush. And another tool I find that we're not going to use on this, but a plastic scraper. Sometimes you'll find lots of algae or growth that's kind of thicker. Once you spray the D2 on it, you can take a scraper and gently scrape it off. Never use metal. Don't use a metal putty knife, for instance. These are kind of a rubbery shim that I got at a local building supply place. They work for a scraper, they work for shims when I needed them around here to do other things. Great handy tool. And let's go ahead and get started. And I will shut up for just a minute. These relatively inexpensive pump-up sprayers. They work really well, and the way the wind's blowing, it's that way, so we're going to try to stay away from being downstream. No cleanup necessary here with respect to catching the D2. It's biological, it runs right down in the grass and doesn't hurt anything. Now we'll let that sit for just a couple minutes. And once you start this process, it's a pretty good idea to try to keep the surface of the tablet wet. It's not critical if you don't, but it'll tend to work just a little bit better if you do. It's kind of hard to see in the video here, but you can already start to see some of the dirt sloughing off. I'll take a little water and wet the brush. I try to stay out of the line of fire of the brush simply because I try to keep my clothes a little bit cleaner. Use a little bit smaller brush to get into some of the crevices. This marker is quite stable, so you can use the brush fairly assertively. this rinse occurs, watch the dirt drop off of it. Now, you can take a look at the top section. I don't think we spent maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes working on that top section. And the bottom section, I'll rinse it a little bit so you can see that the dirt is still there. And you can see quite how much a difference it makes. And this requires more work, and I will do that. And going very, very well, so it's not going to take a half hour or so. You can see I've gone ahead and brushed the middle third, and I'm going to go ahead and hit it with a little more D2. And we're just going to keep the camera on for the rest of this work, so bear with us a few minutes and we'll be done. I'm going to go ahead and stop at this point. You will see that it's not perfectly brand new. It's probably 80 or 90% more readable, and over time, one of the things that D2 will do is allow the sun and the biological solution will work, and it'll continue working. So if we were to come back and look at this marker in 3 or 4 weeks, it will continue to whiten and continue to brighten up. Now, some of those stains, the various discolorations that are there, some are inherent to the marble, others are long-term stains that possibly could be gotten out, but there again, you're looking at the trade-off of the real value of it. And this is my personal opinion. Other folks may say, hey, let's keep going, let's try to get it looking brand new. That's just not my particular recommendation. The amount of material that we used, we probably used $3 or $4 of D2 to do this marker. So you could do, if you purchase a gallon, you can find it on Amazon. We get ours from a company called Atlas Preservation online, and you can do it out in the field, obviously, with pump-up sprayers. You don't need a lot of rushing water. You do need to flush it, and normally when I go out, I'll take extra gallons of water just to pour into the sprayer in case I run short. But that's a quick overview of marker cleaning, and I would encourage you, if you're interested in learning more about it, track me down. I'm happy to, after we get through the social distancing, I can social distance with these folks and they don't get mad at me. We're not going to exchange illnesses. But I'm happy to do this, happy to show you how to do it, and I encourage you, if you would like to get involved, you can do just a relatively minimal amount and really make a difference. So if you think, hey, I don't have tons and tons of time, that's okay. You can do just a little bit and it will be helpful to the overall picture. So again, thank you for watching us today. Encourage you to reach out to Heritage Alliance at 423-753-9580, or reach us through the Chester Inn Historic Museum, 423-753-4580. Thank you all very much.